everyone, welcome back to the E.V.S class of 7th Star Convent School. So children, today we will talk and discuss about the pollination and fertilization in plant. See here we will talk and discuss about that. See here in flower we have the carpel or the pistil, it is the female part, and here we have the stamen. See in stamen we have anther and the filament, it is the male part, and here we have the colorful structure, it is called the petal, and here greenery part, it is called the sepal, and this structure which you can see, it is called the pedicle, and this part it is called the receptacle. So these are the parts, different parts of flower. Again we have here, see, as I had told you, in stamen we have different parts, like here we have anther and the filament. See, this is the anther and this is the filament, and this dot-like structure, it is the pollen grain, it is the male reproductive part of a flower. So this stamen, see, this stamen consists of a long stalk called the filament. See, the long stalk, it is called the filament, and a swollen head called, see, it is the swollen head, it is called the anther. And this stamen, it consists of a numerous very smallest pollen which are male reproductive part of anther. As I have told you, it is the male reproductive part, this stamen. This is the male reproductive part of a flower. Again here we have, see, this is the pistil, it is the pistil. See here we have different parts there, the stigma, it is the stigma, and this is the style, and this is the ovary. So this stigma, it is a sticky like, so it is called the stigma. And here we can see this pistil, it consists of a sticky structure called stigma. As I have told you just now, that it is a sticky structure, so it is called stigma. And here the long tube-like structure is called style. See here, the long tube-like structure, it is called the style. See, this style ends in a swollen part called ovary. See, it ends in a swollen part, it is called the ovary. And this ovary, see, it contains female reproductive cell called ovule. See, the female reproductive part of this flower, it is called the ovule, the reproductive cell, it is called the ovule in the flower. So this was about the parts of a flower, and we will talk about the fertilization. See, what is fertilization? The process of pollen joining with ovule present in the ovary is called fertilization. See here, the flower. This is the, see, these are all the stamen. These are all the stamen. Here we have the dot-like structure. It is the pollen grain. See, this pollen grain it goes to the stigma, and this stigma, it is a sticky-like structure. It joins and goes to the ovary, where the fertilization and pollination, it starts. The fertilization starts, and it swells to form a fruit. See, the pollen grain, it goes to the stigma, and from the stigma it goes to the ovary, and it swells to form the fruit. As we can see, like in different fruits we have, or we get to see the seeds in it. This way the fertilization take in a plant. Next we will talk about the pollination. See, this pollination, what is pollination? The process of pollen reaching the sticky top of a pistil is called pollination. See, here the pollen grain, yes, the pollen grain, they are reaching to the stigma, to the sticky part, it is called the pollination. See, how do this how do the stigma reaches how the pollen it reaches to the stigma, how it reaches. See the bees, the birds. There are various parts for the pollination, like the bees, birds, butterflies, beetle. See the flower. It is this flower part, the sepal, petal, the stigma. It is very attractive, and this stigma, it form a honey liquid, like so the butterflies and the bees, they are attracted and they go to that and sit and suck the juices which is in the flower. This way the bees and the butterflies, they suck the juices from the flower. Like that, the process, it is called the pollination. The process which the bees they take, it is the pollination. But in pollination, the bees and butterflies, they suck the juices which is formed in it. So in pollination there are self-pollination and cross-pollination, two parts of pollination, self-pollination and cross-pollination. Now what is this self-pollination? When pollen reach the stigma of the same flower, it is called the self-pollination. When here it will be in a one flower only, it will not go anywhere. This bees or butterflies, it will suck in the same flower, it will not move anywhere. So it is the self-pollination. By one it is done. So it is called the self-pollination. And cross-pollination we have here. When pollen reach the stigma of different flower of a same kind is called cross-pollination. See, here from here the pollen grains. From here the bees or the butterflies, they will suck the sticky like the juices they will suck and they will take to the other parts of the flower in different flowers. See, from here it will transfer to different flower. This way it is called the cross pollination. As I have told you, see, when pollen reach the stigma of a different flower of a small kind is called the cross pollination. So children, these are the two parts of pollination, that is self pollination and cross pollination. I hope you all understood about this pollination and fertilization in plant. About this, I hope you all understood very clearly. Thank you.